Well. All right. Does everything sound quiet to you?
A little bit. Maybe it's because Ease is in here.
Maybe. You know, every time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, after you.
After you, sir. You started it.
Yes, the power outage debacles of Franklin.
Yeah.
Everything has to reboot, restart, figure this shit all out.
Yeah. If Travis is listening, I wouldn't hate it if he was looking at things.
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
I think we're okay.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah, it does
sounds,
sound
a little weird.
But you know what? It's been a minute since I've been in these cans, and it's
Yeah.
always different over here in my head too. Because
Yeah,
you're getting
a different
don't
feed
even
than
know.
we are. Yeah.
Right. Well.
Yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. Kicking off a brand new week.
The dust off this thing.
Oh, yeah. Get the stank off, get the eases off it.
Remind me.
Can I start by wishing my wonderful mother a very, very happy birthday today? She's the best. I adore her, and she adores you. She had a big crush on your father. Are you done yet?
I was doing a little underlay.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was great. It was
Okay.
fantastic.
Your multitasking showed lack of multitasking showed through.
Did it pop through?
Yeah.
It does that. It does that. So happy birthday, mother. I adore you. I love
Happy
you.
birthday,
and-
Moomer.
Yeah. And also, speaking of moms, your mom was in town this weekend.
My mom was in town this week.
I love your mom.
She's all right.
She's good people, man.
She is good people.
Yeah.
I come from good stock.
You do. You do. I had so much fun because, first off, you're gone, which is great.
Yeah.
So I got to sit outside with your mom. We had a nice cup of coffee and just shot the shit for an hour.
Talk shit about me. The
Oh,
whole
yeah.
time I was
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Perfect. I would
Yep.
expect nothing less.
Oh, yeah. I got all the dirt on you.
Yeah.
And,
That's okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't know any of it.
no, she doesn't. I may have spilled some stuff. She was like, Jesus Christ.
That's more like it.
Yeah. No, nothing serious. But yeah, it was really fun having her in town. I hope she comes to town more often. It's good to have her around and see her and
Definitely.
talk to her, and she cracks me up. I think I crack her up.
Oh, yeah.
She brought Pepper with her, little poops.
Yeah. A little Pappy Pom.
Yeah.
Pomeranian Papillon mix. That
What
little
does she
son of a
call
bitch.
him?
Pot.
Pot.
Yeah. Well, it's just, those names evolve.
Groups.
It was, it was pot, and then it became hypotenuse,
Okay.
and then just pot.
Okay.
Yeah, pepper pot.
Pepper Pot.
Things like that. I don't
Yeah,
know how
he's a
it's-
good boy.
He is a good dog.
Yeah.
14
Yeah.
and spry.
Yeah. He's a
Yeah.
good dude.
Yep.
He and Cece have a weird relationship.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he is not like used to any other dogs ever.
Right.
That's his thing. He has been spoiled as fuck his
Yes.
whole life. And
Yeah,
it
you can
shows.
tell.
He's a good dog, but he's just not used to sharing, not used to having any other dogs.
and he did great with her, but every once in a while she would just like go after his ankles,
Yeah.
like hurting, but like in a violent way, and I'd be like,
Yeah, where
"Yo,
the fuck that come from?
fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
So we're sitting out there this morning. Your mom and I are sitting there, and he's jumping up and down. You know how he is. He wants to be right with her, and then he'd come over and say hi to me. Anytime I gave him any attention at all, Cece's like jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Her
It's
jealousy.
ugly. It's ugly.
If I give Bogey any love, it's like, no, me, Dad, me.
Yeah.
So,
She's pouting and walking away as we're talking about her.
yeah, she knows. So yeah, Cece's just sitting there minding her own business. I'm sitting right next to your mom. We're on the lounge chairs out there, and little man is sitting right there. All of a sudden, he just fucking snaps at Cece, just like. It was like out of nowhere. Your mom's like, "Yo, dickhead,
What are you
the fuck
doing?
is this about?"
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have a strange
They
relationship.
do.
You know,
Yeah,
I don't know if
They're distant cousins. They only get to see each other once in a while.
exactly. And there's a big age difference, so I don't know if
Yeah.
one has a crush on the other or
Yeah,
what's
no, I
going
think
on there.
He's,
Making
he's
things.
kind of a grumpy old spoiled man.
Yeah,
Like, just
yeah. He
fucking
looks
leave-
young though.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a little bit of grace coming in.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a good
14.
guy.
That's old for a dog, man. But you wouldn't
not,
know it.
Not some.
Well, not,
you know.
I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's still pretty fucking old.
yeah.
Do the
So-
math on that. What's that? 70. So it's 98.
Yeah.
So
Damn, he gets around well for a 98.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
doing great.
Impressive.
He's doing great. Anyway, how was your weekend, T?
it was good. I'm sure if you know this, but my mother was in town.
Yeah.
No, we did some stuff. She hasn't, she's from here and then has been in Indiana most of my life.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get up here very often. So we went down and saw the Immersive Van Gogh exhibit.
Yeah.
fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, anytime I get roped into those things where it's like, oh, shit, I'm going to a museum, I always have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really do.
I wasn't sure what to expect. Like, I mean, and I've seen videos and I've talked to people that have gone, so I had kind of an idea. I just wasn't sure how I was going to react,
Yeah.
like if I was just going to be like, ooh,
Okie dokie.
all right.
And you would be that guy.
Yeah.
That
like,
would be
ready?
just like, okay.
No, like, and it's funny, like, I actually sat there, ate a full caramel before I left, just to make sure. But got there, like, sat down, and same kind of thing. It was just like, all right, what are we gonna do? And like, as it went on, like, I just felt, felt it. Like, I was like,
it looked so cool in the videos you had.
yeah, and I mean, because so much of it, and Van Gogh, and I am all fartsy, no artsy. I don't know shit about shit. I know he did Starry Night, whatever, but
it's just a money laundering racket at this point
no,
in the art world.
It is for sure.
Yeah.
But it was about what I really enjoyed about his stuff was that he has such a very basic technique. I mean, like very broad strokes. Everything is just where it's not like real fine detail. A lot of the things, at least whatever period he was in.
Yeah.
But the amount of detail and depth that he's able to get with just very basic broad strokes of, to convey an image of things. And with that being so blown up, it's one thing to look at a picture, in a 36-inch whatever, in a museum or whatever, somewhere, and you see it, but like this is so blown up that like each stroke is like this big,
magnified.
And sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on what they were doing. But you got to really see a lot. It was very cool. Very cool.
The videos looked really cool, and one thing that kept popping up through comments and other people I've talked to about it is it doesn't do it any justice.
No
videos.
No, it does not.
You know what I mean? Like being there.
Yeah, it's a total feeling. I mean, it's 360. The floor is covered.
Yeah.
In it. It puts motion to the pictures and like evolution to them.
Yeah.
Is
that going on for a little while longer?
I think that one's only. I was looking into some things. I think that one's only going on for a few more weeks because it looks like there was another one. Klimt is a new.
Been looking forward to that one.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I think it's starting there, and so whether or not they overlap each other,
probably
then
not.
they still do both, like on certain days or something. I don't know, or if it just becomes all the Klimt thing. It's just videos, so they could do it like certain times on one, certain times on the other. It's not, like the paintings where you have to pick them, move them and take them down or anything.
Yeah,
it's
they're on
literally
tour.
Just push a different button and it becomes a whole different show.
What was he most known for? I think of his self-portrait.
Van Gogh?
Yeah.
Well, the Starry Night is the blue one with the star. Like that was that's probably his most.
But the
famous
self-portrait, like him in the hat or whatever,
Yep.
I think of his.
Yep. That and then that was actually
But he
really
did a
cool
few of
too
them.
because they show those. There's only one that like when you think of that is famous or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, it must have been through like different periods where he had done different ones, and they're all him, but they all look different, So it was kind of cool to see that sort of either the evolution or however that is that the different self-portraits that he did.
Yeah.
Cool. It was very cool. I had a good time spending with her, and then we just drove. We basically kicked out of Detroit and rocked Jefferson all the way to fucking St. Clair Shores. Just went through every one of the points and little towns and just looking at all kinds of stuff, So it was pretty cool. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was a good day.
It's good. It's good to do.
Mm-hmm. That was my weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine was spent sitting here, just in pain. I had to go back to the pain management doctor, Dr. Dickhead, as you know him.
Oh, yeah.
On this show, I had to go see him today, and he was just a ball of fun. Just a ball of fun. And he prescribed me the tiniest little wee amount of hydrocodone, tiny wee amount. I was like, dude, this is fucking laughable, but whatever, I get it. And so they make me take a urine test, and they're like, oh, randomly test you to make sure you don't have any drugs in your system. I'm like, that's fine, dude. Go ahead, And so I take the piss test. They're like, all right, beat it, and I'm like, okay, fuck off. And so I'm walking out, and I'm like, I circle back, and the nurse is there, and she's like, did you have a question? I was like, no, I'm good. And she's like, and I turn around to walk out, and she's like, are you sure? I was like, well, it's like my roommate makes these fucking caramels. I haven't taken them in a while, but they are good for helping me sleep. You know,
Did she laugh at you for thinking weed was going to be a problem?
Well, it's been a problem for other people.
Why?
If you're getting any sort of, Vicodin, for instance.
Really?
Yes. Huge problem.
Really?
And so I was like, is this a big deal? And he's like, the doctor was on the phone, and he's like, nah, you're fine. You're fine with that. I was like, well, I don't want to lie to him,
Right.
like take a
Right. Well, you gave me
piss test.
0.5 milligrams of codone, so
Yeah.
I need these to sleep.
Right.
Dr. Dickhead.
Dr. Dickhead. But he said it was all right, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm like, how about we figure out how to get my...
Did you fail a drug test today?
Yeah, I might have.
Nice.
I might have.
I haven't even failed a drug test.
Well, I'm trying to think of the last time I took a caramel. My memory sucks so bad, it might have been last night.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, and I think it's been a minute.
I think so.
But still, I took a drug test in Arizona. I had to take a piss test for, my knee. I went in and they were whatever. But either way, I took one and it was like, oh, there's marijuana in here. And I was like, marijuana? I don't even smoke marijuana. What are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, when I was back in Michigan 3 weeks ago, I took one of Troy's caramels.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
It still popped up on that?
It still popped up on it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was stored in the fat cells. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I got a lot of those.
Yeah.
Lots of those.
Yeah, it stays in there forever. That's the problem with drug tests is that, especially the weed test, it's irrelevant. I mean, you could have smoked a joint a week ago.
Right.
And
right.
then, if you get hurt on the job or something like that and you test positive for weed, it's like, oh, there's drugs in the system. Like, okay, smoked a joint a week ago. Go fuck yourself. What's that got to do with right now? Nothing.
Right. Total difference between alcohol
Yes.
and weed.
Yep.
Yeah, where that shit'll stay in your hair for months.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a problem when they're trying to figure out, like, how to, because impaired driving includes weed.
Of course.
And so trying to figure out, like, oh, we give him a test, we know if he's got weed in his system.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
well, who cares?
I know those are so easy to get out of. If they don't catch you, like if it doesn't reek of weed in your car, like you're smoking a joint as you get pulled over, or have a bowl on you at the time, whatever. It's so easy. If you get busted for, like, okay, you can't prove that it was right now. Like,
right.
Attorneys are just getting off on that shit.
Are they?
Oh,
yeah, I bet.
Like, oh yeah, don't worry.
Yeah,
that's no big
no
deal.
problem.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. Get you out of this one.
They didn't find weed on you, did they? No. Okay, you're good.
Yeah, good to go. All right, what's going on in the world? The Lions looked okay.
They got a win.
Happy about that.
It's a win.
Didn't care about the win or loss.
No,
but,
I don't either. But it's a win. Everybody wants to talk shit when they lose.
Yep.
They found a way to win. They almost lost it. They tried to give it away.
They sure did.
But they came out on top.
I feel bad, dude. I'm falling for the propaganda. I know it. God, I swore I wouldn't do it. I know what it is.
I'm finding myselh just itching for that next Hard Knocks to come out.
I can't wait.
And there's only gonna be there's only 5, but there's only a couple left. I'm like,
yeah, there's 3
shit.
left. Yeah. I'm excited though.
I know.
For the first time in a long time.
That's good.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I don't expect them to win the Super Bowl. I just expect to see progress.
Yeah. I'm expecting Super Bowl.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I will. It's been a year this month since the Afghan withdrawal. Smashing
seamless.
success.
Seamless.
Yeah. I love the people that try to defend that and go, it was time to end that war. And President Soup did it. He ended the 20-year war, blah, blah. It's like, dude, everybody agreed with that.
It's either that or that was Trump's deal. Soup was just stuck with a deadline on it.
Right.
Trump made that deal of pulling everybody out. He had to pick up the pieces. You can't win.
Just horseshit arguments.
Deflect,
They're just terrible. That withdrawal was one of the biggest stains on the history of this country.
Yeah.
Seeing the images of those people hanging off the fucking plane, trying to get, it's just awful on every level.
I just from being there, and I've been to Bagram, and I've been through Kabul International Airport.
Yeah.
Staggering.
I
mean, unfucking believable that somehow you would have given up Bagram, your own air base, your own airfield, protected on all sides by mountains.
Yeah.
You got to take off and go, whoop, to get the fuck out of there, and then go to the public airport.
Yeah.
we're just going to handle everything
Not to
from here
mention,
now?
get the military out first.
I know.
Like,
oh, my God.
it was on such a... And if you remember, it had been 18 months since anybody had been killed in combat there. That war was done. It was just a matter of tying up loose ends.
Yeah, just red tape.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, get all the people out of here, keep the military presence there, blah, blah, blah. The fucking Taliban agreed to that. They're like, you want control of airport? Fine. Take it. And they're like, nah, you do it. And so they, fine, we'll take care of it. And they fucking blew up, maimed hundreds of people, and murdered 13 U.S. servicemen.
Yep.
And so those people, a lot of those Afghanis ended up here. The ones they did pull out of there.
The ones that did make it out.
Yeah. And so we're getting reports. Everything's going swimmingly, obviously.
Of
These
course.
guys are, top-notch citizens. They're really, adapting well. So I'm reading this article today, and I'll share some of it with you.
Okay.
Following the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan and the collapse of the U.S. military engagement a year ago this month, tens of thousands of Afghans, frequently billed as being interpreters and other U.S.-aligned military heroes, were brought as refugees to military compounds in the U.S. where government officials called them guests. Just guests of ours now. Since then, that narrative is starting to collapse a bit, raise questions about whether the readiness of the U.S. military is now being harmed in places like Fort Pickett, a Virginia base that houses the Army National Guard Maneuver Training Center and frequently hosts the FBI and ATF for training. By October 21, there were approximately 6,000 Afghan guests on Fort Pickett. It has the capacity to temporarily house up to 10,000 guests. A civilian who works on the base, of course speaking on the condition of anonymity,
I would hope so,
to keep his job, said the activity has displaced Army training and that the defense compound had turned into a shit-covered disaster site. Feces-covered disaster site.
Actual shit.
Yes.
Not
metaphorically
speaking.
No feces.
Okay.
It's normally a reserve training compound. As far as we understand, it's impacting the schedule, so it's impacting their ability to train. Last year at this time, there were a lot of reserve units on the base. This year, there are none. There's no room. It's putting a load on the soldiers who are supposed to be there doing training. They're exasperated by the behavior of these people, doing things like shitting everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
dropping trash whenever they're done with it.
They have no infrastructure there. They don't have bathrooms. They don't have garbage pickup. They don't. I mean, like,
at Fort Pickett?
No, in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They don't have any of that shit. They don't have the infrastructure at all. They're fucking running water in most places. I mean, it's a complete culture shock to them. So I have a hard time, being too hard on them for that because that's what they do. That's what they know. But
doesn't seem like it would take more than a day to train people.
You would hope that you would be able to, get them acclimated to our customs around here.
Right.
Maybe they don't trust it. Like, what do you mean? I can see where my poop is here. I'm not sitting on that thing. Something might fucking get my butthole. I don't know. Uchabazi. I'm not sitting on that thing.
Yeah.
But
maybe.
I mean, still even, I won't say any names, but a good Middle Eastern friend of ours, I can remember going to their house back in the day and going to the bathroom, just reek like shit. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why is this thing so fucking bad all the time? Like the first couple of times, I just thought somebody just took a dump in there, I just walked in right after,
Yeah.
And after a while, I was like, man, what the fuck? One time I realized in the toilet, in the garbage right next to the toilet was all the shitty toilet paper. So they would shit in the toilet and then wipe their ass and put it in the garbage can right next to it. And I went to, our friend. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? He's like,
how did you discover this? Did you go on a little mission?
No, I mean, finally I saw a brown one laying there. Like I just looked. I didn't have to go far.
Right.
But I wasn't digging for it by any stretch.
Yeah.
Unfold it to see what was on the inside or anything. I'm like, dude, what? How? Come on, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, trust me. I've told the old man thousands of times. Tells me to go fuck myself.
Really?
Yeah. That's just ingrained or whatever. I don't know how it is. I don't know why it's so different, but yeah,
that's crazy.
They're like, okay, listen, if you want to eat today, you're going to have to put your poop in there.
Yeah.
But same thing with trash. Like, they don't have garbage cans. Like, the fucking place is trash.
But it seems like this is okay, even if they're stubborn or adamant.
But exactly.
It's,
Well,
it's
these
like,
aren't just
okay,
like the village people. These are people that have been working with us,
Right.
that have been living on the bases with us on some levels. You know, have become more westernized,
Right.
and acclimated to our stuff.
and hate Afghanistan for the most part. They
Yeah.
want out of there more than anyone.
Yeah.
So the camp where I'm working, there are several barrack-type buildings and a compound fenced in with barbed wire where we store different supplies like weapons and ammunition for the guys who train. All that got moved out, adding the Afghans were just wandering out onto the firing range.
in their man jammies, just walking around.
Yep. Afghan men crowd the military's base's commissary, a convenience store where they hang out all day. They're going in there and they use the
Party
bathroom.
store?
Yeah.
Weird. It's ingrained in the DNA, apparently.
Yeah. Thank you. Come again. So they're going in there and they use the bathroom, and where you sit on the toilet, they crouch on the toilet and shit and urinate in the toilet. So they put their feet on it and hover above it,
Yeah.
and they shit
Like
into
a
it.
chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shut down the toilets because they piled the toilets with feces until it was brimming out over the rim without flushing.
See, that's something nobody told them how to flush. You gotta have
Again,
better
dude,
training.
This is a 30-minute seminar, but as we get
Need
started,
to be better trained.
they shut down the toilets because blah, blah, blah. The company hired to pump out portable bathrooms was unable to do so because Afghans would throw trash into them, clogging the lines. So they are capable of throwing trash somewhere.
In the wrong place.
Yes. They just go into the woods. So in this military base, the woods are now full of Afghans who are running around the woods shitting in it. They have soldiers with radios sitting at the corners just kind of watching. The
There's another one.
Yep. Yeah, there he is, just taking his bear shit in the woods.
Yeah.
An Afghan shit in the woods. The DHS spokesperson dismissed the allegation, saying the U.S. was dedicated to treating our Afghan guests with dignity and respect while we care for their needs.
Well, they could care for ours a little bit. Wouldn't go be too bad either.
The task force has implemented a U.S. military mayor and governor system to the village, who also communicate with the evacuees daily. We continue to stress the importance of good hygiene by providing cleaning and disinfecting supplies, hand washing stations, and culturally sensitive signage.
Okay.
And would that be like
the
circle
squiggles.
slash through like fucking a goat?
Yes, probably to let them
You
know.
know?
I don't think that would make a difference, but they might even have some things written in Arabic for them to be able to read.
Okay.
Things like that, perhaps.
Okay.
But
That would be
I don't think the circle
culturally-
slash on the goat thing is going to work.
it's not going to deter.
That's not going to.
What about having a turbaned man, cartoon depiction of a turbaned
course.
man taking a shit in the woods?
with a
circle
circle slash?
slash?
I don't think
Is
you're.
that
I don't think the
culturally
circle
insensitive?
slash is going to get through. I don't think they have any concept of what that means.
Of circle slash?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that's going
I
to work.
think you could teach them like circle slash, so they're like, no, don't do this. Like,
They need somebody like the first, private first class to have to run out. As soon as they poop, run out there. You go pick like a dog, pick it up. No. You come over.
No, you rub
put
their
it-
nose in it,
Put it in here.
or rub their nose in it.
Yeah. Let's see how
You
that
know?
goes. We have to treat them with dignity and respect.
Well,
There are our guests.
right,
Yes.
but they're not treating us with much respect.
Well, not our base anyway. That's for sure.
No. A Department of Defense spokesperson said Fort Pickett met the criteria for a secure location with capacity to house and provide essential support to Afghan personnel with minimal impact to training and military readiness. Except when you talk to the grunts on the ground, they're telling a much different story. So these spokespeople can say whatever they want.
Of course, the talking heads.
Yeah,
Yeah, all sunshine and rainbows.
exactly. Since then, evidence is mounted supporting the employee's account. In November, Representative Bob Good from Virginia
E or no E?
no E.
Okay, just
Yeah.
straight good.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is better. He wrote
It's
to Fort Pickett officials that he has reason to believe the bases were accommodating Afghans at the expense of the military members. I recently received concerning reports, photos, and videos from constituents that indicate that our soldiers at Fort Pickett are required to sleep outside in tents because the barracks are occupied by Afghan refugees. These reports indicate that our soldiers are sleeping in temperatures below 40 degrees, have been denied hot meals, and have limited opportunities to shower. In January, a DoD Inspector General report noted that there were few consequences for misdemeanors like physical abuse of Afghan women and children and other crimes by Afghan evacuees. Military police have very limited law enforcement authority over these evacuees. Picket personnel did not carry weapons and were only allowed to respond to de-escalate a situation. Not only were refugees not criminally prosecuted for misdemeanors, but the base also did not even attach a record of the infractions, which so there's no record of problems, which the problem there is if you're trying to like house one of these families, if you're generous enough to
Would like to
reach
know
out,
that this is a chronic shitter or
yeah,
this
guy's
wife
going
beater,
to
things like that.
You're going to welcome him into the household, and he's going to kick the dog shit out of his fucking wife daily.
Yep.
And he's going to fill your toilet with shit.
Yep.
That's the report we have on Kevin.
Okay.
So if you'd like to take
There
Kevin
is no
and his
report on
family,
Kevin. Yep.
if you'd like to take him in,
Well, maybe that's why. If they actually kept tabs, nobody would take them in.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm not taking this disaster.
it's like, look, all he does is fuck goats, but everything else he's good on.
yeah, if there's no
So
goats
just-
around, you're all right.
Yeah, or just get him one fuckable goat in the backyard, and then
Yeah.
he's fine. He's respectful of your house rules.
Sure.
But Kevin's going to fuck his goat. There's nothing we can do about it.
Fair.
But he's not going to rape your daughter. He's not going to beat the shit out of his wife.
Your son might be a different story.
Yeah. How old's your son? Is he older than 5? Also, there were few consequences for felonies either, because a local magistrate, they would come in and be like, oh, yeah, he almost murdered his wife. This is felony abuse. And the judge would go, no, I'm going to downgrade the felony charges to misdemeanors. So then he can go back to camp, and we know they don't do anything about misdemeanors.
Right. See? It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, so these guys are living the dream, man.
Not a bad deal.
Yeah, they can get away with murder.
Almost.
What's with the shitting thing, man?
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, you got to understand, though, but you really do have to understand that it is a completely different world. I mean, it is completely
I get that.
different. I mean, you don't, though. Like, it's like...
I think I understand the concept. Here's what I'm saying, though. It's way more comfortable to shit in a toilet, flush it, and then go about your day.
Yes,
and not have shit piling up over the top.
Unless that's what you've done for your whole life.
Okay, so if you went to another country, Troy, and their custom, the way they do things is every morning you get a sponge bath by 4 beautiful women who take turns blowing you, right?
Yep.
And that's called a bath
Yep.
in the morning. That's how you get cleaned up to start your day every day.
Yep.
And then we transport you to this country, and you refuse to go along with this. You just prefer to dump a bucket of cold water on your head, because that's all you've known.
Right.
You know
I'm
what I
not
mean? Like,
defending it. I'm just saying
like
that
at some point you'd go, I think I'm going to go with the warm sponge bath with the hot fucking chicks who blow me every morning.
yeah. I'm just saying there's a learning curve. That's all.
A year.
Yeah. I didn't say they're that bright. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. That shit's ingrained. It really is, man. It's.
So what do they have? Like they just dig a deep hole and then put a
you
box
know,
over it, and you just shit into a hole?
To be completely honest with you, I've never seen an Afghani shit, so I don't know for sure.
Yeah. It just
I
seems
just
like the
imagine
alternative is
there's got to be
much
just like
better.
tracks, skid marks down the back of those white man jammies.
Yeah.
Just like it's got to be hard to get
Man
out of the
jammies
way.
look comfy, man.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not screwing around with those.
No.
I couldn't do the hat,
No.
but I could do those man
Yeah,
jammies.
the hat's not a thing that much anymore, really.
Really?
Yeah.
I see a lot of those village leaders, man. They're all hatted up proper.
It's the beard. It's all about the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you get respect.
Yeah, isn't that what they did to what's his name? They shaved his beard right away, like ISIS
Yeah,
leader.
I'm sure. Yeah, because that's humiliation.
Yeah.
It's taking away all your clout.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boy, oh boy. I
Like
would think.
stripping your bars, man.
Yeah.
Shaving that beard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Priorities. I would think. Known to like fuck buchabachi, fucking little boys
Yep.
or goats. That would be way more shameful than getting your beard trimmed.
Nope.
But it's not.
Nope. That's it's a sign of
Yeah.
clout.
Yeah. Switching gears dramatically. A pair of Georgia siblings have been awarded $1.7 billion with a B dollars in punitive damages from Ford for a 2014 crash that killed their parents. The largest ever civil verdict to have been awarded in the state.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was fucking Henry Ford driving the car himself? What? How does this happen?
2014, Von Seal and Melvin Hill died after their Ford F-250 blew a tire and rolled over. The couple, aged 62 and 74. Okay, so they're up there. Were on their way to pick up a new tractor part to be used on their farm in Georgia. A jury this week ruled that they should have survived the crash and would have had the roof of their F-250 been designed properly. Instead, it crunched under the impact of the roll, and the pair later died of injuries. The couple's adult children, Adam and Kim, both in their 50s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's 70 or something. Well, oh wait, she was what? I'm gonna go. He was older. He was 70 something. She was what?
62 and 74.
Okay.
So this happened in 2014.
She better be 64 or 74. That's all I'm saying. You want to do the math on this?
No,
she better be 74, not 62.
No. The couple aged 62 and 74.
Yeah, they don't say which one. I'm just saying. I'm doing the math in my head.
I know, but you got to think, too,
74.
this was 9 years ago. Would that make a difference?
Oh, I was assuming this is all, like, relative time. Their ages.
Well, this has been dragging on.
Okay,
so they died at 62 and 74. Now the kids are in their 50s.
Okay, I guess I was assuming they were.
Still.
Okay, well, that changes things dramatically.
Dramatically, yes. But, yeah. And in their 50s is a big, wide swath of time as well.
Yeah, still. If
in their 50s at 51
if she
versus
was 62
69?
and they were in their 50s, that's bad math. That doesn't work out well.
Yeah. So you're saying Melvin might have some questions to answer?
Yeah, not anymore.
No. So Adam and King, both in their 50s, sued Ford and Pep Boys, the auto shop that fitted the vehicle's tires 4 years before the crash.
Okay. A, yeah, that's a long time for tires. B, what the fuck did Pep Boys do? The tires were...
They were great for 4 years.
Yeah.
And then they blew. One of them blew.
Unbelievable.
They were first awarded $24 million in compensatory damages, of which Ford is liable for 70%, which is $16.8 million, and Pep Boys is liable for 30%, $7.2 million.
How the fuck is Pep Boys liable? Obviously, there was no issues with the installation or the tires, and hate to break it to you, Pep Boys doesn't make the fucking tires.
No.
So the installation must have been just fine for 4 years.
For 4 years.
And so they didn't go after Goodyear or somebody, like the tire manufacturer themselves.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but tires blow sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah. Driving down the road, it happens.
You're not gonna believe this, but I've had it happen to me.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How much did you get?
Not $1.7 billion.
Doing it wrong. You lived.
The jury then awarded the family $1.7 billion in punitive damages, which are reflective not of compensation for the family, but of the amount the jury feels is sufficient to punish Ford and deter it from making the same mistake in the future.
Oh, see,
this is
real problem with that.
It's going to get weirder.
God
but
damn it.
The story's going to get weirder.
Fuck.
But in some ways, it's like, when you see a player smacks his bitch up and he's an NFL star and he gets, a $10,000 fine and you're like, okay. Mm-hmm. In our world, that's a nickel. You just find him a nickel.
Yeah.
This is like, oh no, we're going to make it so fucking painful, Ford.
And that's fine if that's how you want to do it, but these fucking people shouldn't get the billion. Right? I mean, if you want to find them and make that money go somewhere, R&D, to homeless people, I don't give a shit.
Well, I'll tell you how this breaks down.
This suit should be based on their claim, period, end of story. If you want to punish Ford above and beyond that for some other thing, fine.
Yeah.
But you tell me how your parents dying in a fucking rollover crash is worth $1 billion. Yeah. I don't even think all the rollovers with the was it the Bridgestone tires? What was the shit? Or the Firestone? Or what was the ones that the Explorers were rolling over all the shit back in the day?
Yeah.
When that whole thing, that probably didn't even cost them that much total.
No. And it gets weirder.
Oh, good. I can't wait.
Under Georgia law, the state is given 75% of the $1.7 billion, leaving $425 million for the Hill family to claim. In total, the family now stands to gain $450 million from the car manufacturer. Ford is worth $60 billion, and they say they will appeal the decision. Why on earth would Georgia law dictate that they get 75%?
How is that? Yeah, I mean, of every settlement suit, or
under Georgia law, the state is given 75% of the $1.7 billion. So it doesn't explain this Georgia law, but
yeah.
doesn't that give incentive to them to try to prosecute the shit out of everybody?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
if they're
right,
if they're in line to make $500 million from and let's be honest, this isn't like a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old children were left orphaned because their parents in their late 20s were killed in something. You're talking about people in their 50s, and you know what I mean? Like a 74 and a 62-year-old woman died in an accident. I don't know
exactly.
how,
I mean,
and how Pep Boys gets reeled into this.
Yeah,
I'll never know.
That's insane to me that they're on the hook for. And wait, so they're on the hook for 30% of the 1 point whatever billion?
No, they're on
just for
that's
the
punitive
initial
versus
okay. So their initial setup was
compensatory
was the 200 or 24 billion,
24 million.
Okay.
So Ford's up on the hook for 16.8,
then
Pep Boys for 7.2,
which is insane to me. I don't know how.
It'd be one thing if they went to Pep Boys
And
on
then
a
like
Thursday
driving
afternoon.
out of the lot,
Yeah.
and their wheel fell off and they exploded and died.
Right.
Yep. Okay. I
Okay.
can see
They
some
didn't.
liability there.
They forgot to put the lug nuts back on. This couple hit the freeway at 65, and the whole thing fucking fell apart. Then you go Pep Boys.
Yeah.
You got to put the lug nuts back on.
Yeah.
You know. But 4 years later, the nerve.
Nuts. That is insane.
Like I wouldn't have even remembered where I got the tire changed, let alone like, yeah, let's blame them too.
No, I don't know.
Let's get them on the hook.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. Great verdict for our clients. We're extremely happy for them.
Oh, I bet the lawyers
yeah.
a jig.
Taking 33% of $450 million.
Well, then how are they getting? How's the family getting 400?
450.
Well, I'm saying if it's 75, the math's not adding up here. If their state's getting 75%, so they're getting their 400 billion or 400 million.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, then not if the attorneys are getting a chunk out of that.
Well, they'll get their chunk out of the 450 the family gets.
Well, but they don't get anything out of the other one.
I don't know. Georgia law. I have no idea. I'm not sure.
Okay.
They've suffered through a lot and had a tremendous amount of courage to stick it out for this long. James Butler Jr., the attorney for the couple's children, said he was stunned by evidence in the case which showed the roof of the vehicle collapsed under the pressure of the rollover. I used to buy Ford trucks. I thought nobody would sell a truck with a roof this week. The damn thing is useless in a wreck. You might as well drive a convertible.
Okay.
So I'm sure Ford is doing just fine.
I'm sure. And the average life expectancy of a tire is between 3 and 5 years.
Yeah. So they made it 4.
Yeah.
Someone's got to tell us how Pep Boys.
I don't understand this. Yeah, we need to blow a call into Pep Boys and find out what the fuck happened there.
Never makes sense.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean?
And even that Georgia law and how they get 75% of that is beyond my comprehension.
Yeah, unless because it's not like it was a class action. You know what I mean? Which would almost make sense. Like, we get a piece of it. No, what role Georgia has to play in this?
And what the hell is the state going to do with a $800 and something million windfall? Right, basically $1 billion that they just got into their surplus.
Makes no sense to me. None.
It's going to go into for voting machines.
Yeah, right. Yeah, update the Georgia voting machines. Just give it all to Stacey Abrams.
Yeah,
sure she knows how to do it. She knows what to do with it.
Got to go to a good cause.
Yeah. Haven't seen cops in the news lately for killing people.
No.
I mean it's been a minute, hasn't it?
They were killing black men every day in the streets.
Yeah, I mean, that's the argument. Of course, it's 100% false, but let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Well, that's true.
But since George Floyd,
they have been. You know what? I hadn't really thought about it, but they have been on their best behavior.
Yeah,
they really have. I think so.
Or they've just fucking backed off.
Oh no. Well, I mean, that too. I just mean, but the news hasn't backed off. Like if there was anything, it would be all over. So that since you haven't heard about it, this hasn't been going on.
Well, we got a new one, and it's funny. Because if you remember the guy that charged the stage with
which one?
Chappelle.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
The guy, he had the gun knife.
Yep.
The fake gun.
Yeah, the gun that identified as a knife.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And
the knife that identified as a gun.
the security charged, other comics charged, and they were like, beat that motherfucker's ass. And they roughed him up, fucked his arm up. Remember, his arm was backwards.
Hanging all backwards and shit.
Yeah, and they were stomping and fucking, all proud of themselves afterwards.
Yep. Any charges come of that?
Hell no.
Huh.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. He could probably have a pretty legit civil suit.
Yeah.
Going against that.
And who knows? Maybe he will. I'm sure there's a lawyer that'll take that up. Pro bono.
Hey, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. You got Kevin Hart and Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, 3 of the most successful guys.
Who was the other guy? Who was the white guy that was back there?
Blame him.
No. Fuck. Who was it?
White guy?
Yeah, it was like one of the. I mean, like you had to really fuck up to get stomped by this guy. Was it like
a Bill Burr?
No, it was one of the fuck. I can't think of the late show guys or something.
Jon Stewart?
Yeah, it was Jon Stewart.
Yeah,
he was getting licks in on it.
Yeah. They were all getting their licks.
I know.
Yeah. But these are the same.
Really fuck up to have Jon Stewart stomping your ass.
Yeah, right. But these are the same guys that are going to go ape shit anytime a cop does something like that, roughs a guy up, it doesn't. Hey, you've got him down. Just cuff him and take him into custody. It's like, yeah, how'd that work out for you when you were put in that position?
Yeah.
Did you abuse your power a little bit and start stomping a bit?
Yeah. Did the adrenaline get to you?
You did. Yeah. Adrenaline kicked in.
Yeah.
You
and
saw
not,
a little
not
red.
one of those guys were actually like in danger, as opposed to in most of the situations when it's a cop involvement.
Yeah.
That your actual life's in danger. No, this guy was just on the ground. They were.
You get that fucking gritted teeth thing, like, you motherfucker, I'm gonna.
Yep.
Officer Walters.
Yes.
That's where he comes out.
Damn right.
Yeah. Goes nuts. Well, 3 Arkansas cops were suspended after video of them emerged beating an arrest suspect at a gas station, sparking angry reaction across the country as the footage circulated online. Cops said Randall Worcester was making threats to a convenience store worker in a town near Little Rock,
I love that
Arkansas.
guy's sauce.
Huh?
I love his sauce.
He's got a great sauce. Yeah. So this is Sunday morning.
Yeah.
When several officers went
Is
to
this
confront
Sunday
him.
morning like 2 a.m. or is this like 8 a.m.?
I think it's, what they did say in here. I don't think it was that. It wasn't like 2 a.m.
Okay. Sunday morning, is
right.
Is a broad statement. It could be, just belligerent in the middle of the night, or this is like.
No, I think it was like 6:45 or something in the morning.
Okay.
And so cops confront him. He allegedly pushed a deputy to the ground and punched the back of his head, leading to the arrest seen in the clip. But footage showed the 3 officers beating the suspect, and we can watch it here. One officer's seen repeatedly strike him in the head with clenched fists after he was restrained, and at one point lifts and then slams a man's head into the concrete ground.
Okay, well, this falls under the fuck around and find out category, I think. Well,
Oops.
Let me clear that out of there.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Where's that even at? Oh, there it is. Wop, wop, wiki, wiki.
There you go.
Okay.
And then they notice they're being filmed.
Oh.
It's one of those, like,
Immediately.
oh, shit.
Give me that fucking phone!
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fucking get him.
Yeah, you fucking punch me in the head, motherfucker.
Yeah, you wanna fuck around and
punch me
find
in
out?
the fucking head, you son of a
There you go.
bitch.
Officer Walters on the scene.
Oh, yeah. Knees in
Knee
there.
to the legs. Yeah. Fuck
Yep.
you. Yeah. You think you're shit?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How about a knee to the head,
Fuck
fuckface? Yeah. How's that feel? Slam your head on the ground.
I should be a fucking church. You got me over this fucking gas
Fucking
station.
asshole. Come on. Let's go.
Look at
Let's
this
go.
guy coming in. Give me some. Give me some more of this fucking guy.
Right, I'll
Give me
stomp
some.
him. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll stomp him.
Son of a
Oh
bitch.
shit,
Look
there's a
at
camera.
this.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh shit. Hey,
Yeah.
put that camera down. Hey.
Nothing
hey,
to see here.
Stop filming.
Nothing to see here.
I'll arrest you. I will arrest you, sir. I'm allowed to record this.
Mm-hmm. They were getting their licks in.
Oh yeah,
That was old school. That was old school
is
shit.
old school. That's some.
They riding the
that's-
kingdom up good.
That's some good old Malice Green shit right there.
Yeah,
Somebody had their flashlight out.
Yeah.
I'm conflicted on that. That is obviously excessive,
Yeah.
but fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
You pushed a guy, one of our cops down and punched him.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how do you like it then?
Yeah.
So
you pushed our guy down and punched him.
In the
How
back
do you
of the
like
head?
getting punched 500 times?
yeah, okay. Let's see.
And a little curb stop. They pick up the head and slam it on the fucking.
I like it. You know what? I bet he's going to think twice about. Actually, he probably won't because because he's probably going to get some whack ass settlement out of this thing.
Dude, it's in my notes.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna cut him a check for $6 million.
Yep. There you go.
Let's wrap this up. This is how these things go. you know?
Wonder if Arkansas has 6 million.
Yeah, right?
Here,
Yeah,
you can have
they-
a pig. It's the best we can do.
Yeah, we'll give you a Razorbacks T-shirt, you know? Crawford County Sheriff Jimmy DeMonte issued a statement. I hold all my employees accountable for their actions and will take appropriate measure in this matter. The officer involved in the incident is on leave pending the outcome of the investigation. The officer involved.
Officer? Well, I could see plural. Now, there was one guy that looked like he was just kind of laying over the top of the dude,
Yeah.
holding him down while the other guys got their licks in.
Yeah.
So he didn't seem to throw any punches or kicks that I could see. I had to go back and check the tape on this one, you know. But the guy up by the head was wailing. Just letting them rip.
He was like,
And
if
then
I'm getting suspended, I'm getting
Oh,
suspended.
yeah, I'm making this worth it.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's the guy that got punched in the back of the head.
Maybe.
You know, pushed down. This guy
Yep.
made him look like a dick.
Yep. Tried
you
to
know,
own him.
And, you know, it could be one of those things where, like, dude, you don't know how this started. Where they were trying to be super cool with the guy. The guy's being an asshole. They gave him every opportunity in the world, and he still fucks around. You know, you turn your back for half a second, you know, trying to be, and he knocks you down and punches you in the back of the head.
Yep.
See red, man. You
Yep.
just see red. All right, that's it. You know, you keep them to a higher standard, but when it's all said and done, you still just see red.
Yeah. You just fucking grit your teeth and goddamn it. I think this is a fantastically good news story.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And I'll tell you why. I saw the mugshot of this clown.
Yep.
And he appears to be a white guy.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you imagine? This country would come apart at the seams
Yep.
if this was a black guy.
Yep.
But I think it's a white guy. Maybe you can scroll even in the pictures in this Daily Mail story where I got it. Tell me, because I think they've got some mugshots.
Oh, that guy? Nah,
he's
looking
not a
little
black
brown.
guy.
Nah, he's looking a little brown, though.
Little brown.
What's the
hint of
name?
brown.
Ronald what?
Yeah, dude. Randall, Worcester.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
white
that's
guy's
right.
name.
Yeah, he's Cracker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
crack-ass
for
cracker.
sure.
So it tells you that these guys can go fucking ham
Yep.
on anybody.
It's not racist.
No.
Yeah.
It's about the behavior that you're exhibiting
Exactly.
leads to fucking seeing red and then kicking
Yeah.
your chin and teeth in.
I like it.
Yeah. So I think this is a great news story
Yep.
for all the people that are like, oh my God, they're just murdering black men for walking outside
Now,
to get the mail.
Let me put this out there. What if they got to just beat the fucking piss out of him like that,
Yeah.
but then at the end uncuff him and let him go and don't press any charges on him?
Okay.
I mean,
Would you take the ass whooping and not have the...
I don't know. I mean, it depends on your situation. Maybe that's his third strike. I don't know. He
Yeah.
can't afford it. I don't know.
I think guys got to be, you know, the boys we back here, you got to be smarter than this. Get him in the car, calm, wave to the cameras, get him back to the station,
Yeah.
and then fucking,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
can't even with that. There's cameras everywhere. You need to take a
You
little
can find a
detour on
spot.
the way back. Oh,
you can
yeah.
find a
Yeah,
spot,
yeah.
spray paint the fucking camera.
Oh, we got a flat tire. Hold on. Let me
Oh,
get the
hold
tire
on,
iron out
hold
of
on.
the trunk.
Exactly. And then fucking,
Oh, he tried to escape.
yeah, easy. Yeah, he tried
There's
to
ways
escape.
to play this game.
Yeah, but you got to be calm in the moment.
Yeah, not in front of the gas station because guess what? Some asshole filmed that thing, but there's probably security footage of
Oh,
it too.
yeah,
It's a gas
exactly.
station in Arkansas. I'm sure there's cameras everywhere.
Exactly. He was arrested, Worcester, taken to local hospital. He faces charges of terroristic threatening, resisting arrest, and other assault charges.
Yeah.
They'll drop all those charges and cut him a check for 6 to 10 million.
Yep.
Would be my
Well,
guess.
He still gets charged. That's what I'm saying. Like, we'll give you the opportunity here, man. You can take your whooping and go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's still going to get charged in that.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Well,
I
we'll
can't
see.
drop all the charges because that he got charged. I mean, he committed those things before he got his ass whooped,
Yeah.
and it was the assault of a police officer that led to him getting said ass whooped.
Yeah.
So
Good point.
there is that.
Good point.
Anyway, hey everybody. And the excitement continues at Zott Ford as more 23 Ford vehicles become available for custom ordering. As of today, you can custom order your 23 Ford F-150 Ranger, Expedition, Explorer, Edge, Bronco Sport, Transit Fan, and Transit Connect. Damn!
Bob Walters.
Over the next few weeks, Super Duty, Maverick, and the Mach-E are coming available as well. Plus, when you order from our friends at Zott Ford, they're going to lock in not $500, but $1,000 in rebates, plus 2.9% financing. You know, my mom's probably got pretty good credit. She just bought a new car.
Yeah, I love a car.
3.9%.
Really?
Yeah, and they're going to
Beat it.
Should have sent her over to Zot.
Yeah.
She could have got 2.9%, saved a whole percent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Heads
as
up.
always, as always, the best way to support the podcast is to help support our sponsors. So give Gabar and the team at Zot Ford a shot and let them handle all of your automotive needs. You can still get $500 in free accessories if you take delivery by the end of the month. Find details and see their growing inventory at dealsinthed.com. Tell them that we sent you.
Very good. RadioFor1.com. Please go visit the site. Check out the merch, T-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, more coming.
It's a good-looking shirt you got on there.
Yeah.
Flex that shit.
So,
Give it to Terry Crews.
my tits are big enough to do that, but yeah, I was talking to the guys, Miko and Scott, and I was like, hey, where's our T-shirts? There was a final batch that was going out from that initial order, and point being, we got ours. Everybody should have their stuff if you ordered something. So people, I know there were a couple people that were like, hey, man, where's my T-shirt or where's my sweatshirt?
Okay.
They apparently have all been sent out. If there's any issues, just email me.
Yep.
Walters@DetroitCast.com. I've been pretty good about getting a handle on that, but we certainly don't want anybody disappointed or not getting their stuff. I know there's a couple stickers that need to go out.
Yep.
Still.
If you're due something and didn't get it, whether lost in the mail or there's been a couple of hiccups with the Patreon stuff, trying to
let us know and stay on it.
But yeah, by all means, let us know. It's definitely not intentional. Trying to get everybody's information has been a bit of more of a task than we realize, between sizes and addresses and all that.
If you email us and you don't get a response, email again. Don't be afraid to email a couple times if somehow it slips through.
Yep.
I have so much shit in my email, stuff slips by. So don't be afraid to reach out.
Yep.
However, you've got the Amazon link that's very helpful to us. Amazon Canada, Groupon, MyPillow. Just use promo code TDC. Yes. It's MyPillow. Apparently, he was doing something the other day. Got all Twitter fucking dusted up.
Oh boy, was he trending?
Oh, yeah. He's trending. He's trending once a week. It's hilarious. But he was with Steve Bannon and a couple other Trump cronies.
He was doing something.
Some election
like
thing.
a symposium
I've
type
got it
thing
now.
or whatever.
They're going to put Trump back in office any minute now. So he's just, he's a passionate guy. What can I say?
Yes.
Whether he's passionate about smoking crack or making pillows or
Trump.
something he thinks is election fraud.
Yeah.
It was the fairest and freest election in the history of the country. Some would tell you that.
I will tell you that.
Yeah. But these people want him murdered.
I know.
Traitor. Like, it's incredible. None of you are willing to listen to him anyway, so what do you give a shit?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you watch the thing and it's like, oh, this is a danger to the country. Like, what are you talking about? Most people just go, yeah, he's crazy, whatever. It's like, yeah. It's just so infuriating.
It is.
The way people want, people that disagree with them politically just removed from society.
Yeah.
Lose everything. Take their bank account and their houses and whatever else.
It's almost
just,
like we've never had this two-party system in this country.
Right. It's insane. There's a story I have today where they were surveying sophomores in college. In fact,
let's find it.
yeah, I think I grabbed it. Hold on.
It's in there.
Hold on.
It's there.
Yeah, it's here somewhere.
Yeah, meanwhile, insurance. We all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who even provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business and offers all types of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. So call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900 and ask for Brent Wasik at Wasik Insurance.
Okay, I found the story. Nice job. Way to get that in.
I'm done.
The NBC News and Generation Labs did a poll released on Thursday, surveyed sophomore college students on numerous political topics. Among the questions that was revealed, one that revealed.
Is this at one college or multiple? Did I miss that part?
I think it's at multiple.
Okay, so it's just sophomores in university, just not at one place.
Yeah.
Okay. Say what college you're at probably makes a difference too. So.
Sure. Yes. They found that 62% of college Democrats would probably not or definitely not room with someone who supported President Trump.
Because
So
they're racist.
Because if you voted for President Trump in 2020,
You're a piece of
I
shit.
can't room with you. 62%.
That's crazy.
I could never live with someone who supported a racist, homophobic, xenophobic, and sexist person, said useful idiot, moron, 18-year-old Siena College student September Mustransky. I could possibly room with someone who is Republican, but when it comes down to it, Trump is not an average Republican candidate.
Well, who do you think the fucking Republican voted for, numbnuts?
Yeah. And way to just eat up and buy everything.
Exactly.
It's
and do you understand just how ignorant that is? They use, okay, if they're Republican, okay. But if they voted for Trump, no way.
No, couldn't room with them.
Well, that, my sweet tits, is an oxymoron.
Yeah.
You just contradicted yourself there.
Mm-hmm.
Because who do you think those Republicans voted for? Did they just opt not to vote?
Yeah.
Did they go ahead and vote for your boy Joe?
Yeah.
No.
Wouldn't they? It's the healthy decision. Just vote for Joe. And if you didn't, you're a homophobic, racist, xenophobic, sexist. Okay.
It checks all the boxes right there.
Yeah, it's all of them. 28% of college Republicans said they would refuse to room with someone who voted Democrat in the election. So soup. Catholic University student Ethan Strometz, 19-year-old Republican, said he could easily room with a soup voter. A person's political views did not affect whether or not I would have a friendship or relationship with them. Many of my friends have vastly different political views than I do, but I don't let it affect our friendship. Generation Labs founder Cyrus Beschloss was stunned by the findings. That's a pretty powerful picture. You have soup and Trump dorms. I don't think I would have...
Red and blue, baby, red and blue.
I don't think I would have seen that if I was starting college in 2015. The poll also revealed the vast majority, 73% of college Democrat voters do not want soup to run again in 24.
Who does?
Yeah.
I mean, is there one person out there besides? Well, let me clarify that. Is there one person that's not a Republican out there that wants soup to run again? I mean, is there a Democrat out there that actually thinks that's the best thing for this country, for their party, for themselves to have? I mean,
not if they're being honest with themselves.
I would hope that's by asking a question you would get an honest answer.
Right. But this is my team versus your team, and that's where we're at. Unfortunately, but there's a lot of people that are hitting the campaign trails now for midterms and there different election cycles, and like before or when he first became president, Soup was invited to all these things, to these rallies, and you want the big people coming. You want Kamala Harris there, and dude, it is hilarious to watch these people trip over themselves trying to explain, because they're like, well, you're running for whatever in Arizona, and bowl of soup over here won Arizona and turned it blue. It's a blue state.
Just like that.
Hilarious, by the way, the idea that Arizona's a blue state. Hilarious. But anyway, it's like, so would you welcome President Soup to come down here on your behalf and maybe go around to different places and speak of you, blah, blah. And it's like, I really would welcome anybody that wants to come to Arizona.
Anybody else?
And put boots on the ground and blah, blah. And like, not really a ringing endorsement or an invite. None of these people want him anywhere around.
No.
Is the point. They don't want Kamala Harris. They don't want President Soup anywhere near their campaigns.
I wonder what the in this this primary season that we're in, what was the do you know what the percentage of Trump-backed candidates that
He's
won?
killing it.
I mean, it's
not 100%, but
not 100%, but I mean,
yeah.
it's a majority. It's more than 50,
Yeah.
isn't it? Probably.
Oh, well more than 50.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they're
I don't know, but
terrified.
dude, the reports are that the Democrats are out fundraising Republicans like 100 to 1.
That's fine.
It's
I don't
ridiculous.
think that's going to make a difference.
Yeah.
That's fine. Save our money.
Yeah.
You guys.
I don't know who is fucking donating to these people.
What do you mean?
I know. Well, I know.
Look at the two coasts.
Yeah.
That's where most of the money is.
Crazy.
Anyway.
It's crazy.
Sure.
All right, let's get to the part of the show that I can't help but do.
Damn it.
I try to save it. There's some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it.
No, go ahead. After you.
Wisconsin school district held firm against protesters upholding a ban on displaying alphabet or Black Lives Matter flags in classrooms or using preferred pronouns in school-related emails.
Seems legit, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
So who are these people that are demanding to wave a Black Lives Matter flag in their classroom?
The rabble-rousers.
Yeah. In the face of opposition from numerous speakers Tuesday night at a school board hearing, the board retained its position. We live in a world where politics are highlighted, and it puts people in uncomfortable positions. Exactly.
Yeah, that's like this. I mean, going back to the story, the sophomores in college, you know.
Yeah.
Let's stop making politics. Let's stop making politics an identity.
Yeah.
You know, let's get back to the people and what they're about, and not what you voted for. There's been Republicans and Democrats our whole lives, and there will be for the rest of eternity because this fucked up two-party system that we have.
Yeah.
But
well, what they're doing now is they're just from the earliest ages possible. This is what you see when you look at it. It looks pretty damn clear that you're more interested. It's not about creating doctors and lawyers and nurses and teachers. It's about creating like brainwashed, useful idiot activists.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing over and over and over again. That they're creating an army of activists. Like your job is to go out and just bitch about everything in society that you had nothing to do with.
Yep.
You didn't help build, and sexuality.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's got to be an emphasis in everything now.
So that was what we live in this world. Politics are highlighted, puts people in uncomfortable positions. Superintendent Stephen Plum stated, or Plum, Plum. Plum.
Yeah. E would be in plume.
Yeah. In July, Plum said legal analysis had shown the policy of the district did indeed prohibit political or religious messaging, as well as the use of one's pronouns in classrooms, staff emails, and signatures. The prohibition is based on Kettle Moraine School District's decade-old policy that bans partisan politics, sectarian religious views, or selfish propaganda. I like
selfish propaganda.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
All right.
Kelly Brown, a member of the school board, said 80% of emails and phone calls she received agreed with the district's policy. I'm good with the decision. They operate 10 schools. 6 of them have been designated as blue ribbon schools of excellence by the Department of Education. Their High School of Health Sciences was rated the top high school in the state in U.S. World News Report's annual rankings. What do you think, Troy? This is a tough one.
All right.
What do you think their mascot is?
What's the school again?
The Kettle Moraine. And it's in Wisconsin.
Cow.
Damn, dude. It's not a cow. But you were close.
Bull?
It's a laser beam.
What the fuck? The laser beams?
I thought it was going to be cheese, beer, bratwurst, Packers,
right.
cheesehead.
No, a laser beam?
A laser beam.
All right, well.
Yeah. So I told you it was going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
And
would have eventually.
I could, you know what, and that's fine because it's so mundane. They're changing names of things that have to be not offensive in any way.
Right.
So they want to be the laser beams. Awesome.
Yeah.
Want to be the, like the Hawaii rainbows.
But what if
they
you
were
get
the fighting rainbows, but no, just the rainbows. 'Cause
yeah.
Rainbows don't fight. Come on.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, they do now.
Yeah. Well, if you get a student that identifies as a laser beam.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You know what I mean?
Triggered.
Like then
could be an issue.
Could be an issue if you.
I mean, Michael, don't be silly. Someone would never actually identify as a laser beam. Come on.
Until you tell them they can't.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll show you who can
Let's
and
see
cannot
how long
identify
that
as a
takes.
laser beam. And so the crowd, is at the.
So are they
football
allowed to
game.
have laser pointers at the fucking games?
I would hope so.
Yeah, but you can't.
Right? Blinding people with them.
No. What an oxymoron. What a conundrum.
You got a student that identifies as a laser beam, and he's sitting there in the crowd trying to take in the football game, and they're all chanting, "Let's go, laser beams!" And
Where do I have to go?
Where do I have to go? Where do you want me to go? They're always asking me to go somewhere.
Uh-huh.
It's a problem.
It's gonna be.
That name is going to be a problem.
It's gonna be eventually.
Yep.
It's gonna come back to bite him in the ass.
Yep. Better start thinking of a new name, laser beams.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to fly. An elite all-girls school in Tennessee has announced that it's... Jesus Christ, Troy. blew my headphones out there.
That's funny.
Yeah. So an elite all-girls school in Tennessee has announced that it is pausing a policy that would allow students who identify as girls to enroll, meaning that boys who said that they were girls could have joined the school.
Could have.
They could have. They were running down that road. They couldn't wait to get this policy in there.
Push pause on this one.
Push pause.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off for a minute.
They didn't expect the whole community to go, the fuck you are.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Parents again.
Those damn pesky parents. They're terrorists.
Yeah. I know.
Terrorists.
Domestic terrorists.
Harpeth Hall, a storied all-girls school in Nashville, announced that it would be pausing a policy allowing boys who identify as girls to enroll in the school after backlash from those terrorist parents and others in the community. We recognize that this philosophy elicited strong reactions of support and opposition beyond our expectations. Bet it did.
Didn't see this coming at all.
We care deeply about your feedback, and we have heard you. Based on the response from our school community, the Harpeth Hall Board of Trustees is choosing to pause the adoption of the philosophy in order to engage in a wider audience in continued discussions.
Okay, yeah.
In other words, you all hated the idea, so we'll seek another way to get it through. But this wasn't the way, so we'll have to have further discuss. What is there to further discuss?
We'll see what the pushback is when they come back around again.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Circle back Saki on that one. Earlier this month, it announced that it would be introducing new guidelines for admission to the school. As the world evolves, so do our students. The concept of gender, imagine this is the newsletter you get from school.
Yeah.
The concept of gender has expanded and deepened over time. The members of our school community have asked good and important questions about gender inclusion and have looked for greater clarity on the school's practices. The pause of the policy also follows a letter on Monday from members of the Harpeth Hall community for a meeting with school administrators. They told the school that its reputation had been damaged and they were hoping to fix the situation. The school's message on Thursday, however, claimed the school did not want to change its administration or its admissions policies. We would like to take this opportunity to clarify we did not and do not wish to make any changes to the school's longstanding admission practices. Harpeth Hall was founded to serve girls and young women, and that is a key differentiator in selecting the school over co-ed options. Co-ed, called them co-ed options. Ouch.
Boy.
Imagine you're just a lady.
Yeah.
Looking to go to Harpeth. It's a great school.
Right?
Co-ed options.
I mean,
in other words, you're not a real lady.
Let's just take a step back and let's start looking at, perhaps our field hockey team, our basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we could use some upgrades at that power forward position.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Fucking bolster that defense on the back
Yeah,
end
you
of the
could.
field hockey squad.
Dude, can you
Depends
imagine?
on what's important to you.
I don't think there's a chance in hell that if this was going on when we were in high school, that we would not have found a way
To just go to Mercy.
to fucking go to Mercy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, it would have been like everybody behind the scenes would know. You
Yeah.
fucking clowns.
No, you know what? I absolutely disagree.
You do?
Yeah. Because you're gonna dress up like a girl, wear your little plaid skirt, and to go fucking
And bang 'em all.
I bang them all anyway. You don't have to fucking dress like a girl to do it.
Yeah, but they kept it pretty locked down there. You know?
I mean, you'd have to do it on campus, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So yeah, I disagree that no, I wouldn't have gone full drag in the little plaid skirt.
Yeah, but
and
being
the
able
white
to go to,
blouse
like-
to go to
Dude, think about summer camp and sleeping in the girls' dorm with the girl, like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that opportunity where you're on the other side of the lake with all the fucking swinging dicks.
Yeah, mine was church camp.
Yeah. Parents, alumni, I love this part of the story, by the way. Parents and alumni are still requesting that high-level staff of the school face consequences for introducing the policy in the first place, for even bringing it in.
Okay.
We call today for the resignation of members of the administration board who have been proponents or enablers of political activism and division. We will withhold all financial contributions to the school until this action takes place.
Oh yeah, hit them where it hurts.
Huh.
There you go.
So their little pause
Yeah,
came after this letter like,
of course.
yeah.
Oh no,
You know these all blue-haired fucking activists that are running around here trying to make policy for us?
we're not doing this.
They're not paying you, okay? They're being paid by George Soros and his clowns to come rabble-rouse in our little community. We're the ones that actually write tens of thousands of dollars in checks every year to you. So, no. for even bringing this to the table.
Yep.
Fuck
Immediately
off.
resign.
Out. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Parents are standing up.
These
standing up, T.
these school board elections, things like that. These are going to start getting real interesting over
Yeah.
these next few years.
Yeah.
I don't know how that even works. The school board, like when those elections are, or how that even really works.
I don't know.
But I'm sure people are finding the fuck out.
Yeah,
they're knowing how to get involved and how, because I mean, for so long it was just like, yeah, whatever. Okay, great. You're already in. You can stay in. That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
Unless are you diddling the kids? No. Fine.
No.
Stick in there.
Great.
That's fine. Yeah. Now it's like, oh, get the fuck you. Get
Yeah,
out. You
beat
know?
it.
Now we got to vet everybody that's running. All right. What do you think? Are you which side are you on? What are you thinking? Okay. Yeah. You can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's making so like now
Well, people are
those
paying
elections
attention.
matter. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're
like
paying
now
attention
it's
to
a
'em.
whole nother world.
And you're getting people like me to pay attention to them.
Right.
I don't even have a fucking kid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I do.
do you fuck your kids up? I don't care.
Yeah,
But
I couldn't have given less of a shit
no.
about the school board.
No.
You know, my kids are going in there, but
If
now
anything,
I would.
I was annoyed that I had to drive 15 miles an hour through your damn fucking neighborhood
Yeah.
because you were there.
Yeah,
That's the most I cared about the school or any of the aspect of it. Couldn't care less. Now,
Yep.
it's like,
Now it
okay,
matters.
parents, parent,
Yeah.
do your job.
Yep.
Don't let these fucking clowns intimidate
Well,
you.
the problem too is I mean, because that's what I was saying. I'm not really sure how the school board elections work, but I assume it's throughout the entire district.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot more people in the district than necessarily parents with kids in the schools.
Right.
So everybody in that community has to now be involved and be educated
Yeah.
on these elections going forward, to where it didn't matter, like, oh, fine, incumbent, great, fucking
Yeah. who
whatever, or
cares?
just not even vote on it, and then it's irrelevant, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it matters. All these things are starting to matter.
Yeah. Especially when you see it, it's like it's not just federal, like big time elections that matter.
Mm-mm.
Like they learned long ago, activists did that want to really change things. It really comes down to your local stuff, your neighborhood community stuff. If you can get your activists,
Start implementing
swarm
those policies
in
on the
everything.
ground level. Yeah.
Yes, put them. I don't care what they're running for in your small community, local community. You can change everything if you just get a handful of fucking,
Just
you know,
enough. And most
victims
people
and
just
activists in there.
haven't given a shit, don't care about
No.
votes, don't care about, don't pay attention to what's in their millages, things like that. It's, just how's it going to affect my taxes?
Right.
That kind of shit.
Right.
What's it going to cost me a year? That's all that matters,
Yeah.
But, people need to start paying attention to all of it.
And they are. It's been
Yeah.
highlighted. COVID really highlighted that. I think people give too much credit to COVID highlighting that. Like, oh my God, we had no idea. But maybe it obviously had some effect.
I want to know how to become one of the mules. They seem like they made pretty decent money.
Oh yeah,
dropping those
it's
ballots
like
around
Uber
and stuff like
for
that.
votes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So find out who we got to talk to about that.
yeah. Do they have? They didn't have mules on the right though, so we'd have to be team left.
Well, they probably did. Let's not kid ourselves. They probably did. They just didn't have as many.
I haven't seen a single claim of that. I mean, I'd
Well,
love to see it.
if you were doing it way more, would you start pointing fingers at the ones that did it way less?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, generally not.
Yeah,
Whatever.
who
Oh, even
knows?
better. I can not throw those ballots in the box and then take a picture of it in front of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
true.
a good move. Let's sabotage the mule side.
there you go. If anyone knows how to sign up to be a Democrat mule, like
Please.
in 2,000 mules, let us know because, dude, I could use a side hustle.
So you got to find those nonprofits, right? The ballot harvesting, ballot registration,
Yeah.
clinics, whatever the fuck they call them. You got to start milling around there. Got to start volunteering. Got to start
Color my hair blue.
exactly. Good start. Pierce the nose.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could do that. I think I could do that.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Yeah, got to wear
Do your
gloves.
part, man. That's all. Do your part.
Yeah.
You do now. Yeah. Now you got to glove
Yeah.
up proper.
Fucking, yeah, the
Arizona,
fingerprints and
is that
stuff.
the one they figured? Wasn't it down
They
Arizona?
fingered someone.
or Vegas or Arizona, something like that.
Yeah,
where they
something
caught
like
it.
that. Yeah. Anyway, freest and fairest election ever, though.
Ever.
That's what we know. Ever.
Just listen, they'll tell you.
The transgender prisoner who just started fucking bitches in there.
Yep.
He impregnated 2 of her fellow inmates.
Just a lady pulling my lady cock and balls out and banging other broads.
Yep.
Just a nice lesbian couple in prison. What's nothing to see here?
Nothing to see here. Skeet, skeet, skeet.
In New Jersey, so this is a prison in New Jersey, has revealed she tried to remove. I'm reading the story as it's printed.
All right. Hey, no embellishments here. Verbatim.
It's revealed she tried to remove one of her testicles with a razor after being misgendered at the new men's facility. They put her in a men's facility.
Yeah. Well,
She tried to cut one of her
Lady
it was
balls.
a cock and balls. So, when it's all said and done.
And so I'll be honest, you can castrate yourself, but
Still not a lady.
No,
Not proper.
Nope. You're still gonna be in the men's prison without a ball.
yeah,
And
just missing a
probably
ball.
sore as shit.
Yeah, Ugh.
Self castration.
yeah.
No, thank you.
Demi Miner.
Lady
Was
was.
confused with Demi Major.
Yeah.
Demi Miner was moved from Edna Mahan Correctional Facility for Women to the Youth Correctional Facility, GSYCF, with male inmates in June after guards learned of the pregnancies. Miner is serving a 30-year sentence for stabbing her former foster father to death. Has since complained that she has been mistreated and abused at her new prison, where staff are refusing to acknowledge her gender identity.
Really?
So the cops aren't playing along, or the guards aren't playing along with
Well,
that
they're not
bullshit.
having it. There you go.
Lady.
There's the lovely young lady right there.
Yep.
Just a lady.
Just a lady,
yeah.
don't
Here we
mind
go.
me.
Let's get a good look at them titties, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're budding nicely.
Oh yeah. Really good. Really good.
Yeah.
The balls stick out farther.
Yeah.
Right. No pictures farther down of the. We see the cock and balls hanging out.
No, they're not going to show you that.
No, Justice for Demi. I don't think
Yeah.
that's the same one.
I think it is. Justice for
No
Demi
way.
is
it really?
is the blog.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I thought it was
Yeah.
Lovato doing something stupid. I hoped.
No. In an August 18th post on her
Fucking, that's a hot bitch.
Yeah. Just a lady.
in an August 18th post on her Justice for Demi blog,
Oh fuck.
she revealed she ended up in the emergency room after using a razor to cut out one of her testes in an apparent suicide attempt.
No. I mean, there's probably a
Not
pretty good
screaming
artery
mental
in
illness,
there.
right?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
First of all, I think you got to take them both out.
Sure.
I don't think one's going to cut it.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Well, if he wants to stop knocking up bitches, I mean, she.
Yeah. Or, pull out. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's an option.
He
It's
was
an option.
probably banging. If he knocked 2 of them up,
Yeah.
it means he was banging them constantly, right?
You-
probably-
Yeah. Well, I mean, it technically only takes one, but
I know.
yeah.
But 2 of them,
Yeah.
reckless. Not even trying to pull out.
No.
Doesn't
well,
give a shit.
I mean, would you? I mean, I wouldn't. I'd bury that fucking load deep like fucking.
When I began to
Magma.
bleed, I did not even think about dying. I just thought about finally having relief from the pain that I felt. Got news for you.
You did it.
Cutting a ball off is going to cause an awful lot of pain, too.
Yeah.
Being here in a male prison amplifies the harm that I once felt. I hate it all. Miner was first jailed at the age of 16, started to transition into a woman in 2020. How convenient.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great timing.
And was transferred out of the male prison system. Crazy how that works.
Smart.
The 800 inmate facility began housing transgender women, including those that have yet to undergo gender reassignment surgery, last year after a lawsuit was brought by an inmate and the ACLU. It now has 27 trans prisoners. Well,
Remember when the ACLU used to do good shit?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah. Miner explains she began feeling hopeless and ignored. She was asked to prove she was transgender. She claims she was later told by the committee chair that there were some things that we can biologically not change, suggesting that regardless of my transition, without surgery, I am a man. I ignored her, but the truth is everything she said hurt, and it was hard not to cry in the meeting. It was hard to know the same people who I once admired were now responsible for placing me in harm's way.
How about if you were a dude when you committed the crime? You go to dude prison.
Yeah.
If you transitioned before and you
Just
were
a lady.
Fuck it, I'll say it, tranny. When you did it, we'll take it under consideration. Let's see how far in the process you are, see where you're at.
I was a
and we'll
closeted lady.
and we'll assess the
I
situation.
was closeted.
However, I don't give a shit.
No, you need to give a shit because it's a violent world.
Nope.
I was a closeted lady.
Shit's not given. None.
If you could have seen in my house, I was wearing high heels all the time.
Don't care. You were a dude when you stabbed that guy or whatever the hell you did to get into that fucking prison in the first place.
I started cutting again, and with a razor, I began making an incision to remove my lady balls. In my head, I just wanted the pain to stop. They don't know what the hell that I'm going through. Instead, if you have a penis, you deserve to be in a male prison. That is all central offices care about. Wow, what a radical thought.
Unbelievable, right?
Can you believe that? Instead, if you have a penis, you deserve to be in the male prison. That's all they say.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have men's prisons and women's prisons. That's we don't have gender fluid prisons. We don't have, whatever you're pretending to be today prisons. We have men's prisons. We have women's prisons.
Right.
And here's another whole thing.
Yes.
Quit fucking around and don't go to prison in the first place, and it won't matter.
Yeah.
Don't break the goddamn law. You don't have to go to either one of those prisons. I'm just saying, spitballing here.
Well, I'm just telling you, Troy.
Just a problem solver.
I've been diagnosed with gender dysphoria, and it makes me 5 times more likely to die by suicide.
Aw.
Since her transfer, Miner complained
Men write me letters asking for sexual favors. She finds herself in some dark places.
I bet.
She said the women she knew in Edna were
face down on a pillow.
Yeah.
She said the women that she knew in Edna
were the one family she ever had, and that she was stuck in a body that I hate.
In reference to getting 2 women pregnant, Miner wrote,
she went through many depressive nights and often wanted to be loved.
Oh, exactly, right?
Yeah, who hasn't been there? I simply never knew that it could have such devastating consequences. Yeah, like getting yanked.
all you had to do was pull out, asshole. Pull out, and you could stay with all the...
I had no idea.
your-
It was going to...
Instead, I busted in all the chicks
Yep.
and then knocked them up, and they threw me in a men's prison with my lady penis and balls.
Yeah, well, yes, exactly.
I blame myself for the hatred that is now geared to my community and those who I care about.
Miner was born Demetrius Miner, a boy, and was just 16 when she
How
broke
dare you.
broke into the home of her stepfather, Theodus Butts.
Theo Butts.
Theo Butts.
Yep.
Butts had taken her in as a foster child, but Miner was no longer living with him. Miner stabbed Butts several times and then fled to New York, where she was arrested. One of the women who Miner got pregnant was inmate Latonia Bellamy, a double murderer who gave birth in the fall.
Oh, congratulations.
Wonderful chance. That kid's going to have a spectacular life.
What happens?
You just see it already.
You just spit it out and it goes to like your fucking parents or something take care of that? Or does it go into adoption
grandma.
or what happens? It stays in the family automatically if somebody will take it? Somebody
I don't
will raise
know.
The brat?
I don't know what they do with those.
Oh, I'm
I mean,
curious.
just
Probably.
talk about being set up to fucking fail in life. Holy shit.
It's not the kid's fault. But
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
Fucking stories.
And then we've got a father. Okay, I'm done with the trans stuff.
I took it down.
Okay, good. Father says his life was ruined by Google.
Ruined?
Ruined.
Oh, my.
Just for fun, I Googled this morning. I think I sent you the screenshots.
Ah, yes. The progression was pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I was hoping you caught what I was doing there.
Of course. Absolutely.
But someone on one of the news programs mentioned Prime Minister Blackface. Some know him as Justin Trudeau. And so I just was like, I wonder if it still works. If I type in Google, Justin Trudeau B. It was like, brother?
Bunch of shit. Everything,
Books?
Everything else
Whole
came
list.
up.
Big list. And then I was like, BL. And they're like, oh, like
Blues.
yeah, blues.
Whatever, something. But and then the list got a little smaller, and then went to
A little
A,
smaller.
and then it was Justin Trudeau,
Oh.
Blackman, Virginia, some whatever.
Justin
and-
Trudeau BLA.
Yep.
I've written BLA.
They're like,
Oh,
is it BlackRock?
Is it just BlackRock you're looking for? Just through black belt. You must be thinking black belt. And then, how wealthy is Justin Trudeau?
that's
What
right
does Justin Trudeau do for Canada? Does Justin Trudeau pay income tax? Justin Trudeau personal phone number. And so I was
there. Ooh,
like,
did you click that one?
no.
Just blow a call into him.
Yeah, that'll be bullshit.
I
But
know.
so the next one I did Justin Trudeau black.
BlackRock? Are you looking for Justin Trudeau BlackRock, black belt?
And then how wealthy is he? Does he pay income tax? And then I said black.
Got to the F.
I got to the F.
And they're like,
Nothing.
I give up.
Not even a guess.
I can't even guess anything.
Not even how wealthy is Justin Trudeau.
No.
Nothing. Just like, oh, we see what you're doing here. Shut it down.
Don't know what you're going for here. I'm Google. I know everything, but I cannot figure out where
not
you're going.
even a predictive, text or
Nothing.
sentence, anything of what that would be.
Yeah.
Blank.
Yeah.
And all the way to blackface.
Yeah.
And nothing.
I went to,
nothing.
Justin Trudeau blackface, and Google's like, I wish I knew what you were talking about.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's insane.
It's insane. Fucking
But there's no censorship going on. It's not being controlled.
No.
That's a figment of your imagination. That is a right-wing talking point.
Sure.
Far right-wing talking point.
Far. It's conspiracy theory.
Exactly right.
But. And you're kind of a terrorist, too.
I know.
So a father says his life was ruined by Google, and I was like, okay, how does Google ruin your life? Well,
let's find out.
He was locked out of all of his accounts because he took images of his son's dick and balls.
Okay. I'm going to need a little more information.
Yeah.
Than that.
To send to a doctor during the pandemic.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mark, he won't give his last name, software engineer from San Francisco, took photos of his son's cock and balls to track the progression of a rash in February last year. Due to the pandemic, the family were asked to send photos so the doctors could review them in advance of their emergency consultation via video link. Mark uploaded the images to his healthcare provider's messaging system from his Android phone. The photos were flagged as potential child sex abuse material by an AI, triggering a police investigation. 2 days after taking the photo of his son, Mark was notified that he was locked out of his account, leaving the stay-at-home dad confused. He thought, oh, God, Google probably thinks that was child porn, before hoping that a human in the automatic algorithm loop would be able to help him.
Yeah, can we get a little common sense interjected here, please? That's
settle down, Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, I understand. Right. I get it, the flag, and I can appreciate where you're going here, but can I talk to the supervisor, please? Can I talk to the manager?
Yeah, remember that when you used to be able to get someone on the phone?
Yeah. No, they don't even have a phone number.
No. The photos were automatically backed up to his Google Cloud, and his son was prescribed antibiotics, which cleared up the swelling. His tiny little dick and balls must have looked huge.
Yeah, right.
All rashed up and swollen.
Yep.
I mean, I can only imagine how plumped up that thing looked.
Good thing the antibiotics worked.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Which means his dad was lathering his cock up nice with that,
Right?
right?
You know what? Parent, you
got to
what
do
you
it.
gotta do. You do what you got to do.
Yep. I don't want anything to do with
Hopefully you don't make them finish, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
You imagine? I was putting the antibiotic cream on him. He came all over me.
You're going to have to do better than that, son.
So Google gave the reason of harmful content that was a severe violation of Google's policies and might be illegal. Mark tried to appeal, but Google denied the request, leaving him unable to access any of his data and blocked from his mobile provider, Google Fi. Fi?
Okay.
He's Android, so I don't know if that's different.
Must be a thing. I don't know.
It wasn't until months later that he was informed the San Francisco Police Department had opened a case against him because he'd lost access to his phone number. He received an envelope from the police in December 21. The investigator of the case...
We tried to call you, but...
You're locked out of all your shit.
You never answered our call, and that's a red flag in our book.
Yeah. Quit taking pictures of your kid's dick and balls, dude.
You don't want to talk to the cops. You're taking little kitty dick pics.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
The investigator of the case said it was closed, and they ruled no crime had occurred. Matt then asked if the officers could help him get his account back, appealing again to Google with the police documents, but he was again denied.
Unbelievable.
Technology works by creating a unique fingerprint called a hash for each image reported. These fingerprints are then passed on to the internet companies to be automatically removed from the net. Once an image has been targeted, an employee will look at the content of the file and analyze the message to determine if it should be handed over to the right authorities.
So they only look at the picture, not any context. So not the fact that this was sent from a dad to a medical provider, that was followed up with a medical procedure that clarified. I mean, so none of that matters. Just the fact that it's a kid dick and ball pic is all that is assessed.
Get out, creep. You're not allowed on Google.
Wow.
The system that uses the system that uses the same technology as Facebook, Twitter, and Google employed to locate child abusers. He was informed that his account was going to be permanently deleted and considered suing the company, but decided to just be too expensive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
The tech giant also flagged up a video within his content they claimed was problematic and contained a young child lying in bed with a naked woman.
Mom. Yeah.
Mark didn't recall the video, but he said it sounds like a private moment he would have wanted to capture with his wife and son.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine it. We woke up one morning. It was a beautiful day with my wife and son. I wanted to record the moment. If only we slept with pajamas on, all this could be avoided. Another, how fucking scary is that, by the way?
It's terrifying. You know, it's funny that it seems like the smarter we get, the fucking dumber we become.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like
They
all this,
ruined
all
this guy's life, Troy.
All this technology is supposed to like help us and make us better.
Yeah.
And it's going to be our downfall.
Yeah.
And we're becoming dumber as a society because of it.
And
nobody has to think. Like you don't have to
Right,
actually know
right.
anything because everything's at your fingertips.
Yeah.
So you don't have to educate yourself.
I know you and I are about as clueless as it comes when you're talking about computers and
Yeah.
algorithms. Like you and I are about as clueless as it comes. But I'm tired of this like AI is going to revolutionize the world and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, okay, I still have to click on the I am not a robot thing and identify fucking railroad tracks in all these pictures. What, because AI is so brilliant it can't figure that out?
Right.
AI can't figure out how to fake out the I'm not a robot, identify the fucking traffic lights thing?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
And this genius AI can't figure out, oh, here's the fucking portal he used with his medical Ascension Medical group, and the doctor asked him to send the things. He sent the images, and then the doctor got back prescribed medication. That's how the cops closed the case.
See, you're fucking around
AI's
with that
too
whole
stupid.
that context thing again.
Yeah.
See, context means nothing.
AI's just like, no, cock and balls,
Kitty
delete,
porn,
child
kitty porn.
child porn, put them on a list. I don't want to hear anymore. Like,
yeah.
dude, you would think this brilliant AI could put together that fucking pieces to
would
that
hope.
puzzle and go, oh, no, this is a simple misunderstanding. During the pandemic, when everyone's doing these stupid video things
And
with
how
their
about
doctors,
if there's I can appreciate the immediacy of the AI flagging that picture immediately, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously child cock and balls. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Let's follow up on this.
Yeah.
But at that point, it needs to go to a fucking person. And a
Human being.
rational
that should be
person.
cleared up in 20 seconds.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay. What? Right.
I'm a parent. I have a sick child.
I can give you
Did you
I
see
can
the size
give
of his
you
swollen
I can give
cock
you
and
a
balls?
Doctor's note. I
Yep.
can give you the police report. I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, they went through all of his shit, obviously, and then found the video. You know, so they obviously went through his whole cloud.
Yeah. Yeah.
And found this other video too.
Which I'd love to see. It sounds like his hot wife was laying in bed with her
Yeah,
titties out.
Let's not say that's. We don't know she was hot.
Well, I'm assuming he's doing pretty well in San Francisco. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if I'm gonna err, if I'm gonna go on you want to go on the side of caution.
Yep.
I'm going with the side of
Fair enough.
like, yeah, I can picture it.
Yep.
He's got this kid with this swollen giant dick from this rash.
Yep.
And
Poor
then
guy.
hot mom with her titties out in bed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can see it.
No, you can't.
It won't let me.
Nope.
Yeah, that's scary as hell,
It's
though,
been,
dude.
what was it? Hashed.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
Image.
got hashed.
Well, yeah, I remember Jen got smacked by TikTok. I think it was TikTok. Because he had, his daughter's 3.
Yeah.
She's topless.
Yep.
She's wearing her fucking little, underwear or whatever in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
She sleeps topless in little fucking panties.
Right. Exactly.
And they're jumping on the bed playing around, and he takes a couple pictures of it, of his kids.
Yep.
They're like, oh, you're kicked
Kitty
off
porn.
TikTok for 2 weeks, you creep, porno, weirdo, child porn.
Yeah.
It's like, you got kicked off of TikTok.
Right.
So,
let's punish him and not the guys that are fucking jerking off to it.
right, exactly. Doesn't make any sense. All right, let's do an email and get out of here, T.
Okie doke.
All right. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well, sir. I listen to your show with earbuds at work when the boss isn't paying attention. Because of this, I am a solid month behind. Can you please regulate Big E, Mike? He gets excited, I understand. He's a desirable member of the show, but his volume is painful at times. Thank you for all that you do. Shh, from work. Jim.
Yeah. Gotcha. I get it.
Get it?
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. And earbuds are a different thing.
Yeah.
You know, when someone it's one thing in a car, but.
Yeah. I got yelled at for my good friend Katie Murr's down there in South Carolina.
Yeah.
As a hearing aid. And I've gotten a little rowdy a couple of times. She was like, fucking blew my ear out, man.
Wait, on the show, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, I get a little.
You fucking scared me tonight. When
Well,
you started
you
laughing.
made the funniest joke I've ever heard.
Yeah, an all-girls school, an elite all-girls school.
That was great.
Yeah. Wasn't even my joke. I can't even take credit for it.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's call it a day there, T.
Okay.
Good work. It's getting late.
Monday.
2, which means we're 1 day away from new Hard Knocks. So I'm excited for it. I'm buying in.
Here we go.
I don't like it. Isis is going to be here Thursday.
Oh,
so
and Newberg will
Chris
be in
Newberg's
town.
coming Thursday.
Yeah,
I don't know if we should promote it. He doesn't promote that he's coming on our show.
I know.
So
either way, yes, Chris Newberg in town this week at Ridley's Comedy Castle.
I think Vinny Dombrowski might come by this week too.
Really?
Yeah.
First I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Listen, you got to run this shit by me, man.
I'm sorry.
All
you
right.
know what? They're playing. Sponge is playing at Arts Beats and Eats.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called him last week and was like, "Hey, can you?" He was out of town, but he's like, "I could probably make it work next week." Meaning this week.
All right.
So
love it.
that could be
love
cool to
having
have
Vin in studio. Yeah.
Yeah, Vin's great, and even
We could have a guitar off with him and
dude. We could
Newberg.
if he can come in Thursday,
That'd be
have
a-
them
that's-
both in. That
would
could be
be a-
fun.
That'd be a full house.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the day off. You get all that shit going on, I'm sitting that one out.
you're not. What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't have enough seats, enough mics.
Oh
I
shit!
can take a day off. You can
Fuck
do that one
out of
without
here.
me.
Nah, no way. We'll see. I mean, I haven't confirmed anything yet, but that was the initial talk with Vin.
Cool.
So I'll circle back Saki with him and figure that out.
Nice.
But Newberg, yeah, Thursday. So that'll be fun. And the lovely and talented Michelle Dion will be here as well.
No, she will. Oh, yes, she will. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
Get him. Bug of salt.
Bug assault. All right. See you, everybody.